Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is SG and today we are going to be reviewing both Barbie and Oppenheimer. So what you are going to see is a reaction right out of the theater for each movie, and then I'm going to be providing a more in-depth review just to complete my thoughts. There is no spoilers in this movie, but I do recommend watching both Barbie and Oppenheimer so that you can create your own opinion about both movies. I just want to remind you that this is just my opinion, really subjective. Remember that when you guys are writing down in the comments. Please write down in the comments what you guys thought about both movies. I'm actually very interested. Right before we begin, I want to just talk about the WGA and the SAG and how that is going to affect my channel. To be more in solidarity with both unions, I am going to be changing my channel to be more about reviews and commentary, to be more on the critic side. I understand if some people will not like that I'm posting this video, but I am fully committed to supporting both SAG-AFTRA and the WGA. So I will be providing links in the description on ways that you can support them, educate yourself, donate, etc. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I loved going to see Barbenheimer. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to that notification bell so that you miss any of my videos. Why not? Let's get right into it. So I just watched Barbie and wow, I thought it was really good. 4.5 out of 5. You know when you're trying to explain something to someone and they're just not getting it for whatever reason, and then your friend comes in who like knows how to formulate everything like perfectly and just takes the words out of your mouth. Well, that was basically Barbie in a nutshell. I think the points about feminism was done so well. Greta Gerwig, like the script, Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, like both of them are such a duo. I absolutely love them, and I love Greta Gerwig's directing. I think she is one of the best directors to come from this modern age. The reason why this wasn't 5 stars was I feel like they could have developed the human side of the movie more. I know it's called Barbie and we're in Barbie land, but America Ferrera's character and Ariana Greenblatt's character were really important to the plot, and I feel like they could have developed their relationship more, because we don't know the reason why like Ariana Greenblatt's character was so like mad against the world, because usually, take it from me, when you're a teenager and you act that way to your parents, there usually is an underlying reason. So I feel like if they developed the human side and showed more about like the gender inequality that happens in the real world, the point would have really come across, and this would have been a 5 out of 5 stars, but still such a solid movie. Absolutely loved it. I'm on my way to watch Oppenheimer now in IMAX 70mm. I'm so excited. I'm a big fan of Chris Nolan. Let's see. Right now we're halfway done Barbenheimer and it's going so well. I'm so excited. I want to talk more in depth about the cast. Some cast standouts are, of course, Margot Robbie as stereotypical Barbie. I love that they cast her as stereotypical Barbie, and I love how they acknowledged that in the movie. Ryan Gosling. Oh my god, I am so glad that he agreed to be in this movie. He does the perfect blend of letting Barbie shine, but also stealing every single scene that he was in. I'm Just Ken is literally the song of the year. I absolutely loved it. This movie is clearly alluding to a Ken sequel, because while Barbie's story arc was completed, Ken's was not. And oh my god, I would be the first one to the theater to watch that, because this movie was so incredibly funny, heartwarming, entertaining. Like, my theater went insane at some moments because it was just so funny and just took the words right out of our mouths. Some other cast standouts are, of course, Kate McKinnon and Michael Cera, especially Michael Cera. Like, he was so funny as Alan. I absolutely loved him. I'm so glad that Greta Gerwig casted him and that he was in the movie. Alexandra Shipp and Kingsley Ben-Adir are also two Barbie and Kens that really stood out to me. This movie is one that we rarely see in this grand of scale. It took numerous risks that, quite frankly, really paid off. I'm so glad that Warner Brothers and especially Mattel agreed to some of the creative choices that Greta Gerwig made, because this movie is a big success. So, for Oscar chances, I see this getting nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress Margot Robbie, Best Supporting Actor Ryan Gosling, Best Directing, Best Song for I'm Just Ken, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Production, Best Costume Design, Best Hair and Makeup, and Best Sound Editing. This movie has become a social media phenomenon. And I hope that its really important message about feminism and gender equality will finally make men, women, basically everybody understand the importance of these topics. Oh my goodness. So I just came back from watching Oppenheimer in IMAX 70 millimeters, and wow. I am so impressed. I've always wanted to see a Nolan film in IMAX. For some reason, I've never seen a Nolan film in IMAX. And Nolan is one of my favorite directors of all time, honestly. Interstellar is my favorite Nolan film, and it was always my dream to see Interstellar in IMAX, because yeah, it's one of my favorite films of all time. But seeing Oppenheimer in IMAX 70 millimeters is probably something that would be similar to watching Interstellar for the first time in an IMAX. I think that the visuals was just impeccable, and Nolan's just directing and vision was just so magnificent to see on screen. But the one thing that I think stands out for this movie is the score. Ludwig Göransson, I'm so sorry, but you just absolutely stole the movie. In this movie, there's a lot of we switch between the present and past, but the one thing that linked for me was the score. I just can't believe how Ludwig created such a score that truly showed the intensity and the importance that was the Trinity Test, Los Alamos, J. Robert Oppenheimer, etc. He is one of my favorite composers of all time. He is quickly joining up the ranks of Hans Zimmer and John Williams for me. Of course, the performances were great. I absolutely loved literally everyone in this cast. Nolan knew how to bring their A game. If I'd had to rank Oppenheimer, so Interstellar is S tier, and then A tier it'd be Inception and Oppenheimer. It is that good. Really loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Some cast standouts are, of course, Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer. Finally, he gets his chance to be in a leading role in a Nolan movie. We've all been waiting for it. He has the heavy task of portraying the conflict of Oppenheimer, but also the difficult perspective of the atomic era. And he does it so brilliantly. I know that everybody is talking about it, but I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is definitely going to be a top contender for Best Supporting Actor. But someone that I really loved was Rami Malek. For the few scenes that he was in, he completely stole his scenes. Benny Safdie, Dane DeHaan, Matt Damon, and Alden Ehrenreich were also really good. Tom Conti as Einstein is brilliant casting. I applaud you, Nolan, because he was awesome. Two people that I didn't really expect to see were Josh Peck and Matthias Schweighöfer. I was surprised that Nolan chose Peck to be that scientist who pushed that big red button. But now that I've seen the movie, I completely understand why he did it and what he saw in Peck, because he really did a good job in that short scene. And Matthias Schweighöfer is one of my favorite actors of today. I always get so excited when I see him in a movie. While I understand that this movie is about Oppenheimer's perspective on the atomic era, I feel like we should have seen more about the consequences of the bomb with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but also the Native Americans who lived so close to Los Alamos. Their voices are incredibly important, and I feel like they should have definitely been amplified. Now for Oscar chances. I see this being nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor Cillian Murphy, Best Supporting Actor Robert Downey Jr., Best Directing, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Sound Design, Best Production Design, and definitely Best Score. I agree with many calling this movie one of the most important of today's era. IMAX 70mm will definitely enhance your experience, but seeing this on the biggest screen that you possibly can is more than enough. It is a long one. It's 3 hours long. There's a lot of talking, but the visual, the acting, the score, especially the score, will brilliantly take you along Oppenheimer's journey. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Barbenheimer. I am so glad that this became a social media phenomenon. It is so awesome to see people celebrate cinema and be excited to go to the movies, to go see frankly, two amazing, brilliant, spectacular movies. The effect that Barbenheimer will have on cinema is so grand and so incredible. I'm so happy that I got to experience it. Because while both these movies are the antithesis of each other, they also have really, really strong messages that are crucial in today's era. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my Barbenheimer review. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to support the WGA and SAG-AFTRA. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.